Good morning, good afternoon, or evening, or whatever time it is to whoever may be watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm Timmy from Silly Goose Sports Talk, and I got my boys over here, and we're doing our NASCAR predictions. So let's go around and introduce ourselves, everybody. Hopefully you guys remember these guys from the last time. Let's start with Hamlin fan.
Hello, I'm a Hamlin fan on YouTube, and you can follow me on YouTube at Hamlin fan. I don't have a Twitter, but I do have a Twitter. I just don't use it. So
Yeah,
I was gonna say I know because you followed me. You have a Twitter.
yeah.
Pendre?
Hello, I'm Pendre McHarold. I'm a McDowell fan. I'm Pendre McHarold on YouTube and Repulse HMS on Twitter.
And the man himself?
Hey, I'm Matt, also known as Di9. My YouTube channel is just Matt. I don't really use it any. I don't really use that much social media anyway, so you can't really find me anywhere except for here. But I'm just a big time NASCAR fan, ready to make some predictions.
Alrighty. So yeah, I will link everybody's stuffs in the description so that you can all give them a follow and such. Alright, boys, so the 2024 season probably did not end the way that we all wished it would.
I predicted it, even your meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just when you thought the even year curse would break, it didn't.
But it's an odd number year, so we are free.
We're safe from the reign of terror.
I don't know if we'll be free from the reign of terror. I think Joey's going to be good enough to win in an odd numbered year this year, but not be like a title contender.
No, yeah.
Right.
Just like 23. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah.
So who do we think is going to win the Clash? I have not done any research for the Clash whatsoever.
I've got somebody for it. This might be. Some people might see this as a joke pick, but no, it's serious. Just because he's so good at this kind of racetrack. I've got Ryan Preece.
Oh.
Huh. Out of left field for sure.
Honestly, I can see it. He's good at those shorter tracks.
That
one time he did run good at the. He ran good at the LA Clash when they had it there.
You remember that that one random Martinsville race where he led like 50 laps?
I mean, you got to remember, in one of the LA Clash qualifiers, he managed to win a heat in a Rick Ware car.
Yeah.
So
give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. And like you said, at Martinsville, he led like 100 and some laps a couple of years ago before he sped on pit road, and that was pretty much all she wrote for him.
I mean,
he couldn't really pass.
Last year at Martinsville, those were probably his best 2 races of the year.
Yeah, so he'll be a contender, I think, for sure. But I've got Larson just because I really didn't know who else to pick. And my mind, when I first think of pretty much any race now, just defaults to Kyle Larson.
Yeah,
I mean, Larson has raced here before, but that was in K&N like a decade ago. Decade and a couple years.
That's what I was going off of, too. Like him and Elliott and Bubba.
And Suarez. LaJoy.
But I promise I'm not picking Larson for every race, but he's just someone that my mind always goes to.
Yeah, Larson wins all 36 races. End the video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Well, I mean, my ARCA prediction kind of works like that, but the inverse, because I had the 18 JGR car.
Every race.
I had the 18 JGR car as like the overall champion, and then all but one race I said the winner is not Andy J. And then Michigan is Andy J.
Oh, boy.
We need an Andy J win this year somewhere.
Yes.
Anywhere, please.
All right. Daytona. I went to Daytona.
Oh, wait, I haven't said my pick.
Yeah.
I was gonna. My heart says Denny, not because he's my guy, but because Denny has a tendency of winning in quote unquote new tracks. Yeah. Or at least
better
top 5.
Well,
however, keep going.
Better him than Bowman. Don't want to kill the track.
Yeah, that's right. However, I think he's gonna run top 5 at least, and the winner will be Gibby. Yeah, Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs, I can see it.
I can see Ty Gibbs.
Now we can talk about. Now Daytona. I went to
Daytona.
last year. That was a lot of fun. It was cold though.
Yeah, that was a great race too. You picked a good one to go to.
Oh yeah. Well, because
What did,
Daytona
okay,
500
I gotta
in
ask,
years.
what did you think of that moment in stage 1 after the first accident when Allmendinger pit and then everyone else was fuel saving so hard that Allmendinger was running faster than the field by himself?
So
Yeah.
I did not have any of the the headphones with the MRN or anything. All I saw was, holy moly, Dinger's gonna catch him. Because my uncle is there with his binoculars. He's like, "Hey boys, that wreck car's coming back."
Speaking
That
of
was
Daytona, though,
hilarious.
my winner. I'm going to keep picking him every year until he wins it, but I'm going with Ryan Blaney this year.
Ooh, that'd be a nice one.
A decent shout.
He has come so close. He came close in 2018, 2020, 2022. Even last year, he was a contender at the end. So, I mean, I'm just going to keep picking Blaney for the 500 until he wins it because he's going to win it at some point, I think.
Well, me and Matt are doing the same trend because actually, particularly this year, the 20 years of trying trope, Kyle Busch wins the 500. Come on.
That would be a really cool story if he returns to victory lane after going winless last year and
to
he
win
does it.
the big one.
Yeah, he does a Denny.
500. Yeah.
I
Denny
think I'm
2019, yeah.
I think I'm barking up a similar tree to Timmy because although it's not been 20 years, it's been a long time, and this is someone who's also successful at Daytona. I have Brad Keselowski winning his first Daytona 500.
Yo!
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I can see that.
Definitely.
I could see it too. As long as he doesn't rate the field with a bad push again.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. One, I'm not currently procrastinating a Daytona video. I'm not doing that. Second, 2016, Denny Hamlin got a new crew chief. Denny Hamlin won the 500. 2019, Denny Hamlin got a new crew chief. Denny Hamlin won the 500. 2025, Denny Hamlin got a new crew chief, and guess who's gonna win? That's right, Bubba Wallace.
What?
I got Bubba Wallace winning the 500.
Yeah, this is the
Oh,
first
is this because of
3/4
2018?
Yes.
I knew it. See, Denny,
And-
he's finally got
and
himself some Adderall.
And also, what was the year? 22, he also finished second.
Well, 2018 he finished third, but yeah.
Yeah, but then Oh, wait, did I say 2018 or 2019?
2018 was the one where Bubba and Hamlin were side by side at the end for second.
But
No,
Denny
I
did have a new crew chief that year as well.
No. That year was Wheeler. He had the new crew chief in 2019, which he won the 500.
Oh wait, he had Wheeler in 2017.
Yeah, and 2018.
Okay, I forgot that.
Then Gabe Hart.
Yeah, Wheeler was from
19,
16 to 18.
Is
Gabehart was from 19 to 24. Yeah.
is Denny gonna give Bubba some like fake Adderall as a joke?
No, he's gonna no. I'm not gonna make this joke. He's gonna block for Bubba, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I was about to make the same exact joke, actually.
Oh, you mean like Denny did for Reddick at New Hampshire last year?
No, he's gonna block for. Do I make the joke? I don't want to make the
You got
joke.
it,
Of
man.
Go for it,
got
go
it, man.
for it.
You got it.
It's my
You're like,
channel.
whoa, the 3 car.
Man, Jeff
trouble.
Hammond.
Big wreck behind him. You got it, Bobby.
I hope Dale's okay.
I hope Danny's okay. He should be alright, ain't he?
I hope. Man, who else was in that?
Oh,
Looks like
my
Noah
Lord.
Gregson and Justin Allgaier were tangled up in it.
I hope
Oh,
he's
brother.
okay. Yeah, I
I
guess
did
he's
not
alright.
expect that.
And Noah's getting out of his car. Looks like he's going over to the 11.
Oh no!
All right. Atlanta. Who is Atlanta?
Well, I just said his name. I've got Noah Gregson winning Atlanta.
Whoa.
Wait, no, I had an even worse joke now. What if? Sorry, I had an even worse joke now. What if Danny? What if Bubba wins Atlanta just like Kevin Harvick did?
Wait.
Oh
Okay,
my
question then.
gosh.
Is Ryan Blaney gonna like lead the race and blow his engine while leading?
Or is Riley Herbst
Probably.
going to be Steve Park?
Who's gonna win Atlanta?
But Pendre, you were saying Noah Gragson?
Noah Gregson. I think front
That's
row
realistic.
is good. Front row is good at super speedways,
That is true.
and I think Noah can put it together to win there. And the entire NASCAR community will throw a hissy fit, and it will be fantastic.
Yeah, is he going to be singing the same Little Mermaid song though?
I don't know. Maybe he'll start. Maybe he'll start singing some Elvis.
Pendre, I think you missed the joke.
I've got all I think Timmy, you said it for Daytona, but this is where I have Kyle Busch going back to victory lane.
Oh, a vengeance from last year. I like that.
Yeah, just from the 3-wide finish last year, where he just barely got snubbed.
Yeah.
Is he? He's gonna wear Ray Charles' sunglasses.
I think RCR is good enough at the plate tracks to contend with the Fords. I think they're one of the only Chevy teams that have the same strength as they do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to pick Busch for Atlanta.
Keep that in your pocket for later. Chevy's
Larson.
plate tracks.
Yeah.
I got Larson in Atlanta. It's a cop out, I know, but
Oh wow.
That's
Larson has been good there. He has ran.
That's not like one of the things I would think Larson would win. I can see Larson getting a top 5, but
he's ran well in Atlanta. He's just been really unlucky, or just always his cop in a wreck.
You still have to remember, Larson cannot win super speedway races. It's an impossibility for him. It's like Truex.
I mean, that's probably one of the more warm of the hot takes that I have for the schedule, but yeah.
I got Byron winning this one.
Byron?
Fair enough. He's won this race twice. I mean,
yeah.
That's fair.
I think that's a pretty good, pretty solid pick.
Coda.
We go for a wild card at Coda here. Ross Chastain.
Oh.
He did win it before.
How about Ty Gibbs?
Oh, I got the ace up my sleeve this one.
Ty Gibbs. I can see Ty Gibbs winning this race. He's decent there.
I actually forgot that was for Chastain on his first win, so I guess it's not really a wild card, but I think with how well he ran there last year, he gives me a pretty good amount of confidence that he'll at least contend for the win this year there.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
Chance too.
I hate to say it. This is where the favoritism Hopian train starts chugging, because
keep going.
For Coda, I have Michael McDowell.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But
I could see it.
You think that's bad? I got the hype train for me. I got the ace up my sleeve. Connor Zilic.
Whoa.
That's not as insane as you might think it is.
It isn't.
I think he does it though. Like win his first cup race again, like just like Chainer.
Because what I was also thinking about as well is, if you remember the first Coda race when it was downpouring, McDowell ran in like second place for like a good third of that race. So if it's a wet Coda, it'll be even better.
I remember
Joey ran the top 10 in that race when it was raining.
Yeah, I remember Chastain running top 5.
Was it Custer and Truex almost died?
Yes.
Custer, Truex, Blaney, and Bubba in 2 different incidents.
Yes, and yeah.
Harvick and Bell were in that too.
Man, that race was stupid.
But you know what else was that day? The 2021 Monaco Grand Prix. So it was actually not the most stupid race that day, because it was
valid.
It preceded the most boring Formula One race of all time. It followed it.
Oof.
I remember, this is going off topic, but I remember the 2018 Sochi Grand Prix. I remember how bad that was. Like. I
mean,
what was it again? It was Bottas leading on leaving.
Valtteri, it's James.
Yeah, Valtteri James just letting Hamilton go by at the final corner in the final lap. And
that was one of the times Bottas was robbed that season. That was also so not necessary. Hamilton was like 30 points ahead of Vettel. It was
And I remember being so mad at that, and then 10 hours later, I watched Blaney win at the Roval, and I was like, yeah.
I remember the Roval.
I think we all do for how
Yeah.
crazy the finish was.
We all have our Cody pick in?
Yeah, I think we do.
All right. Phoenix.
Briscoe.
Bell.
Reddick.
Briscoe, on the topic of Briscoe, that was the very first, well, not the very first. Actually, yeah, that was the very first Cup race I saw in person, was Briscoe winning the 200. I actually didn't even notice when it finished. I thought I miscounted the laps. But I agree. I got Bell as well.
Hell yeah.
I got Reddick just because he ran so well there last year.
Just the Toyotas at Phoenix. I don't know why. It's always the spring races. The Toyotas are up there.
Mm-hmm.
Toyotas are best in the spring race, and then the Fords, specifically Penske, come on in the fall race when it actually matters.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I had a brain fart when I was doing this race because I'm still on like an old brain thought about Phoenix. I legitimately almost put Kevin Harvick for the winner of this race.
Kevin Harvick wins from the booth.
I almost did that.
He used to be the king. He used to be the king of Phoenix, so
I almost did that for Michigan. I was like, Michigan, Harvick. Wait, Harvick.
He did own Michigan, though.
Oh, yeah.
He owned it in his last few years.
I hated him so much. But now I actually respect him in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We had technical difficulties. By technical difficulties, mean I actually hit the stop
So
recording at
Las
some point.
Vegas. Let's go in order, shall we? If you know what I mean.
I completely forgot who I picked for Vegas.
Who had the lowest number numerically?
Oh. Larson. Yeah, I did.
I have Elliott.
And then
We got Byron.
I've got Bowman.
There you go.
We're all in agreement. Hendricks win in Vegas.
We are in agreement. We just disagree on who it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got that, and then we got what was after that? After that was Homestead.
Homestead.
Denny Hamlin.
Homestead, which was
Hamilton. Actually, I've got Larson.
And I've got Larson as well. Good old Larson line.
Yeehaw, the outside lane.
Speaking of Hamlin, though, I have him for Martinsville.
Is that next?
Yeah, Martinsville's after Homestead. And I have Elliott again in Martinsville.
Who wins for
Well,
Fast?
if you add 11 and 9, you get 20, and I've got Bell.
Yeah, I got Bell as well.
Why did I not think of Bell for Martinsville? I don't know. I'm a homeboy. Not a homeboy, I'm a...
So Bell's only won the fall race here. So
That's true.
maybe that's why.
That's true. After that one is Darlington. I got Larson.
I got Reddick.
I got a rock.
I got Busher.
And I've got
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got Byron.
You got who?
Byron.
Byron.
William Byron.
Busher came so close last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for that spring race, and he came so close. If only Reddick hadn't sent it, he might have got it.
I remember I misheard Busher in his post-race interview. I thought he said this means war, not this means more.
Yeah. Me too, yeah.
Which I was like, the implication is, oh, he's gonna next week, no more Tyler Reddick.
he ain't gonna win the damn war. Famous last.
Remember last year at the Southern 500 when Reddick was like, "I'm throwing up and shitting myself."
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna complete the comeback from that race and win.
I remember poor Pendre. We were torturing him all day, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. I understood Reddick's pain.
And after Darlington, we have Bristol.
You are distant, man.
What?
Like you were
Okay, your voice is
underwater.
back. It sounded like you were 20 feet away for a
After
second.
Like you
Darlington.
were underwater for a second.
Yeah, it sounded like you were in the kitchen.
After Darlington, we have Bristol.
Bristol.
Here's where I'm finally picking Bell.
I got Byron.
I got Larson again.
So here's my take on this. If this driver would have won the race last year if the tires degrading wasn't such a factor, and that's Ty Gibbs.
That's true. That is
I feel
true.
like only because
Yeah.
he's so young and more aggressive, he didn't manage his tires properly. But before the tires started falling off, he was the fastest. So I think
So-
Ty Gibbs will
Yeah.
win.
Another Bristol question. Do we expect this to be a fun Bristol or a boring Bristol?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind a repeat of last year's Bristol Spring. Just
That was
'cause
fun. That was fun.
It was really fun.
I
Yeah.
would. That had my favorite moment of the entire season, which was
Bowman
Alex
has left
Bowman.
the field!
Yeah, Alex Bowman's lapped the field. Like, never thought we'd get to see the field get lapped in a cup race.
By Alex
it
Bowman,
did.
of all people.
Yeah, and it was only for
Yeah.
like half a lap, but it was still fantastic.
Everyone's got their
I
Bristols.
hope it's a fun Bristol like that again, but maybe not have the tires wear out after like 50 laps.
Yeah.
but like,
5 laps. But
yeah,
I mean,
like have it to where people can actually, move. It's not like a single line around the bottom of the top.
Yeah.
for a while in stage 2, they were saving tires. It's so hard. Good play rate. I
Well,
wouldn't want that.
Except for
I would
Kyle
want the
Busch,
fun
because
race.
Kyle Busch was just.
Yeah, Kyle Busch was the Derek Cope of that race.
Yeah.
And after Bristol, we have Talladega, which I have Ryan Blaney winning this one.
I
Talladega,
actually have
the-
Blaney as well.
I have the defending champion with an asterisk, Joey Logano.
Boo!
I got a wild card, Todd Gillen.
Ty Dillon?
Hi, Dylan.
I
What?
like it, and I want to say I like and respect everyone who picks Todd Gilliland.
You say Ty
I just
Dillon or
don't-
Todd
I
Gilliland?
thought you said Todd Dylan.
Gillen.
Todd
No,
Gilliland.
Gilliland.
I like. I
Okay,
love
Todd.
and respect.
Okay.
Respect.
I
Respect.
love and respect. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
and respect the pick. I just think things aren't going to come together for Todd, but
Yeah.
he will get the win eventually. I just
Yeah.
don't think it'll be this year.
I thought you had
Yeah.
said
I thought you
Ty
said Todd
Dillon,
Dillon.
and I was
I
about
thought you
to.
said Todd Dylan.
I was about
No,
to kill you
Gillen
with
will
an
never win a
axe.
race. And if Gillen wins a race, I am gonna.
Go to
Oh,
A and W.
I'm gonna do it.
no, I don't.
Ah!
I'm gonna. What am I gonna do?
He's
Okay,
gonna
we'll-
have
we'll
a
get
really
back to that.
good time.
I'm gonna get a mohawk. That's gonna do.
Oh no!
That's gonna be fun. And then after Talladega, I believe it is Texas. Yes, it's Texas. And who do we have for Texas?
Now I haven't said this in a while. Hamlin.
I also have Denny Hamlin for Texas.
I got Larson.
I've got Chase Briscoe.
Oh,
Just
Interesting.
low key, I think Texas is low key one of his best tracks. He always ran well there with Stuart Haas, and I know he has James Small, but that track is pretty much impossible to screw up on the tire strategy. So
yeah.
Well, we all know the 19 car knows how to impossibly screw up tires.
Yeah.
yeah,
2019 Homestead.
I miss Carl.
2022 Loudon.
That was that the one with the rain?
Who was
that
your
thing?
pick for Texas, Pendre?
It was Denny Hamlin.
No.
Oh, Hamlin.
I've noticed
Yeah,
I've
but-
agreed with somebody in a lot of these picks, but it's changed who it is almost every time.
At Kansas, the race after Texas, I have Danny.
No, I got what I got? I'm gonna say Kansas. You guys pick. I'm gonna think on.
Kyle Busch.
I've got Ross Chastain.
I got Rush Hethane, yeah, as well.
Melon Boy. And after that is the Coke 600, which
We got the All-Star race too. We have the All-Star race.
Also raced first.
All-Star Larson.
Blaney.
Joey Logano.
So my driver is kind of a meme choice here, and he's gonna have to win the Open to get in. But I've got Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
He gets redemption from wrecking out or getting wrecked
Getting
on lap
dumped
2
by Kyle Busch. He gets his revenge on Kyle Busch. That's what I've got here.
That was
Yeah, I got
Could you
Joey.
imagine Kyle Busch being in the Open if he doesn't win at some point before the All-Star race next year?
I think he's guaranteed in. He's a champion.
champion provisional, right?
Oh,
Yeah, he's got
Hmm.
champion provisional.
Has he won
Yeah.
has he won an All-Star race?
Yeah, he won in
That's good.
2018.
Yeah, so he has the All-Star race provisional as well.
No, he won
Mhm.
2017 rather. 2018 was Harvick and Suarez with that first 550 package race.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
it would
That's the
still
one I
it would
didn't
still
see.
be it would still be hilarious if
He has to rely on the
Busch
provisional.
was in the Open. Actually, Pendre, Stenhouse would be in the All-Star race anyway because he won.
The Daytona
Talladega
500 get
last
you in?
year.
Is there a
They
Daytona
won
provisional?
Talladega.
He's not in this race anymore.
Oh yeah, he did win Talladega, right?
That's
so yeah,
true.
yeah,
He
he
won
didn't have
last
to go in
year.
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I
He won
completely
last
forgot
fall.
that Stenhouse won Talladega last year.
Oopsies.
I can remember all three of his other wins right off the top of my head. Right? That one just slips the mind.
Yeah.
It is one of his most forgettable wins.
But
though.
you know what's interesting about that? Of like the 4 plate track races, because not counting Atlanta, Stenhouse has now won all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he won
It's
them. He
weird
won
that-
them in the order: Talladega 1, Daytona 2, Daytona 1, Talladega 2.
It's weird that that's one of his most forgettable wins. That was one of the best plate races of the next gen.
Yeah, well, I feel like everyone
It's
remembers
so-
it more. I remember it more for the stage 1, stage 2 racing than for Stenhouse winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the racing was so good, but then you just forget who even won, though.
Remind me
Mhm.
of the big one
Yeah.
in that one. I don't remember.
It was
Oh,
the
it was-
biggest wreck.
It was the
in
enormous
NASCAR.
one.
It was a huge one.
Oh, that was one
Like-
where Chase got involved.
As long as you don't count that one like other series that doesn't exist anymore, Wreck at Daytona, it's the largest wreck in NASCAR history.
Wow.
There were 31 cars.
It's
in it, I
even
think,
it's
weren't they?
even bigger than the
Oh, I remember.
2002 Aaron's 312 wreck, because I think that was only 30 cars.
Kevin LePage incident, you mean? Was that it or no?
No. The
No,
Aaron's
that was-
the 2002 Aaron's 312 Johnny Slaughter flip wreck.
Oh.
That was the previous biggest wreck.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just that the thing is, some of the cars that were slow after were already super uncompetitively slow to begin with. So that's why people think that wreck's bigger than it is.
Yeah.
What's after?
After this All-Star race is the
Uh,
Coke 600.
I got Joey winning again. And this
No.
time he's gonna be like, I'm so freaking I won the world, freaking guys, yeah.
You
Ah,
won the
shot.
freaking World
I
600.
won the freaking Coke 600, guys.
I got Elliott until Elliott
I
wins.
also have Chase Elliott.
I've got
I-
Larson.
The 600 has been a thorn in Elliott's side for years.
Actually, I want to put a note here, right? Elliott's my realistic pick, but I have a hopium pick for this race,
What's that?
Yeah.
which is Daniel Suarez, Mexican sweep, baby.
Oh yeah.
Pato wins the 500, and Suarez wins 600. Unfortunately, we can't get the whole thing since Perez is out of F1 this year. But
No, because of Palo winning the 500, he gets promoted to F1, thus completing the Mexican sweep.
but the Monaco happens first, though.
No, but but Zach Brown's so impressed. He's like, "Welcome to the team, partner." You know,
Mhm.
amigo.
And let's say Piastri was doing better in the season up to that point, so Lando Norris is the one who gets fired.
Free Lando.
Also-
Lando's my boy.
I like Piastri a lot more than Lando.
Aw. After the 600, we have Nashville. I'm sorry.
I won't lie. I could see Chase winning the 600, but I intentionally didn't pick him just out of superstition because I'm going to that race.
That's
And
true.
I didn't want to jinx him before I ended up going.
Yeah. We'll pull the clip after he wins. And
So we got Nashville, which is Denny Hamlin again.
I have Briscoe
Bell.
at Nashville.
We got Bell.
So
Yeah.
there's a pattern that occurs with this race in Kansas, and it's a race where Denny Hamlin fought with somebody, and then neither of them ended up winning. And it's the same driver because it's Ross Chastain.
Yeah.
Chastain would be cool.
That was 2022, right? The fight.
Yeah, he's won it
He
before.
won.
Well,
He
no,
won in
not. I'm not saying them
2023.
fighting. I mean, like him. They're like both Kansas Spring and Nashville last year. There were periods where the battle for the win was Hamlin and Chastain, but neither of them
yeah.
ended up winning.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that was an awesome battle.
Yeah, that was a great battle. Forgot about that battle.
Yeah. That one and like Bell and Blaney at Gateway were some of the best battles we had all season last year.
Yeah. After Nashville, we have. Everyone has their Nashville picks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Nashville, we have Michigan, which I have.
Surprisingly early in the season.
Yeah. I
Earlier
have.
than last.
I have Chris Buescher.
I've got Chase Elliott.
Hell yeah.
Reddick again.
I've got Reddick's car owner, Denny Hamlin.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Reddick.
I don't. Michigan has always just been like a write-in for me.
It was a good race last year.
That's true.
I loved that race last year until the end where it got kind of stupid.
Oh, he got.
For me,
Way too
Michigan is one of two. It's a coin with two sides. It's either the most predictable race of all time, or it's any driver in a car capable of winning regularly throughout the season could win the race.
Yeah, for me, it's always just been, that's Harvick's playground. I don't.
Now that Harvick's gone, though, it's easier. It's harder to predict, but
That's
easier
true.
to watch.
That's true. After Michigan, we have the Mexico race.
Now,
Which,
remember what I said about Denny being good at tracks that are new? Denny's gonna suck at this race, so forget what I said. I'm gonna go with SVG.
Hey,
SVG.
same as me. I got Shane.
See, there are two obvious picks for this, which are SVG and Suarez. I have done something bold. I've done neither of them. And this might be my hottest take outside of the McDowell favoritism for the entire season. I have Brad Keselowski winning his second race of the season at Mexico City.
Whoa!
Wow.
Really? And real quick.
Yes.
Wow.
He's won. He used to be pretty. He's done a lot of
Yeah.
good at Watkins Glen. He's done well at Sonoma.
yeah.
He's not a bad road racer. And
It's been years since he did
I
well
just
in
think this is a
road
race. Like, what I was also considering, right? I actually considered if Allmendinger was in this race, that he actually would have been my pick for this race. Since
It will be.
Allmendinger
He's full time.
Oh, well. Actually, I need to change that. It's not Keselowski. I'm putting Allmendinger.
yeah.
Allmendinger's got experience here.
Only a
Scared me
better
for a
pick.
second.
What car is he again?
He's a 16. I believe.
16?
You scared me
Yeah.
for a second. I was like, wait, is Dinger not in? I have to change something. After Mexico. I'm sorry?
I have a bold pick when it comes to Allmendinger, too. I have a bold prediction with him.
What is it?
He's not going to win a single road course race this year.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Not in Cup or Xfinity. I think his clock is ticking. That's what I'm going to say. I just don't think he's got it in him, especially not with SVG and Reddick and Larson and Elliott and Gibbs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all getting better at road courses while he's starting to age. SVG's already really good anyway.
I would say, and I know there's personal bias showing here, I would say of like the quote-unquote old school ringers, I'd say McDowell's star is less faded than AJ's.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
that's
think
kinda true.
McDowell
ever
has
since the
more
next gen
upside.
McDowell's got
This is
more
the-
upside, yeah.
Ever since the next gen car was introduced, McDowell has been easily like a top 5 or 10, 6 or 7 road course racer in the
Well,
series.
I would say even before that, I would say if you include 2020 and 2021, because he started having his uptick at front row even back in 2020. I would say he's been there since then. I would say for 2018, 2019, he probably would have been outside the top 10 just because the car was so crap. But
The car
You could
Yeah.
really tell he stepped up when the next gen car came in, though.
yeah,
Well, even in 2021, he was somewhat competitive, at least for a while.
He actually ran well on the ovals in 21 too.
well, I was gonna say
Daytona.
it's not just that though, because like the quote unquote road course like ovals, aka Pocono and Indy, he's also done pretty well there since 2020.
Oh,
So like the repertoire got wider where he would do good.
Yeah.
Plus Gateway. He's just bizarrely good at Gateway for some reason.
we're still in Mexico, right? Or are we?
Yeah,
just did
Next
yeah,
is
we just did.
Pocono.
Yep, Pocono.
Sorry, I just started McDowell glazing.
You're
My
good. You're good.
apologies.
You're good. All right. For Pocono, I got Daddy Hamlin.
Anyway, I got Danny Hamlin as well.
I've got Byron in this one actually.
Daddy.
I've got. Well, let me explain what's going to happen. So the leader going into the final lap, will be Alex Bowman, and then Alex Bowman is going to blow both tires, and Kyle Larson will win.
Alex Blowman is going to blow his tires.
Blowman bows a tire.
Okay, yeah, I did have a moment there.
You're good.
But yeah, Kyle Larson.
Oh, so it's gonna be the inverse
It
of
was just
20.
the inverse
Yeah,
of 2021.
Yeah, the inverse. Yeah.
yeah, I see that.
And after Pocono, we got Atlanta, which I got Logano because
Ooh.
he's the devil.
No, that's Paul DeResta.
Oh, I got Logano winning at Atlanta because Logano's the devil, and then the devil went down to Georgia. You know.
Well, yeah, but also wrong because the devil is Paul DeResta. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, that's hilarious.
This went
I don't know. sadly.
miles over my head. I'd have to Google it.
Just
I've got,
rocket powered Mohawk fans will understand what I just said.
I've got Bowman for Atlanta.
I got.
Respect.
Who do I got? Yeah, I'm gonna say Bowman.
Here comes the favoritism. I got McDowell.
Valid. Chicago. Reddick.
This is where Ty Gibbs gets his first win.
Both those, I can see it.
This is where SVG gets his second win, I would say. Well, it's third, as I'm saying this in the list.
We're playing really safe.
Well, chugga, the favoritism hype train continues. McDowell
Was the 3 wins from McDowell this year?
as 3. I will say he's done. He's done winning now. But
Hey, who knows? Spire could go on a run.
I think Spire will too. I think they'll take a jump, so I could honestly kind of see it.
Spire can
I'm
just
gonna
turn
say
to
this-
Hendrick Light at this point.
this, I will say though, McDowell's done winning, but Spire is not.
Yeah, I've got a Spire prediction later on.
After Chicago, we got Sonoma, which I got lost.
Okay, guys, I can't avoid it forever. SVG wins here.
Yeah.
Sonoma?
I got. Who did I got? I got. Fuck it. I'm gonna say. Very sorry for what I'm gonna call him, Mikey McDookie.
Yeah, I think he could win. I don't think he will. And I was like, what's he more likely to win? And I thought Chicago would just happen instead. But probably a top 5 here. Again.
I call him that because it's funny, not because I mean it. By the way.
I know. Speaking of things we haven't said yet, I think there's something very important I need to say, and that's Ernie.
There it is.
So for
Who did you have for Sonoma?
me, oh, I had Larson.
Okay.
So
Pretty
for
safe.
Dover,
Honestly, I somehow feel like that's the most out there choice of our four choices.
I mean, Larson whipped the behinds of everyone at Sonoma there for a few years.
He did, but I mean, I just think time's coming for those other three to win at this track.
That's true. Now at Dover, yada da da da. You got you got Larson leading, yada da, same old, same old. Bazinga, yada da, yellow pit road. Hamlin wins at Dover.
Boo.
I'm gonna say. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna say Bowman. Actually, yeah.
Ooh.
I've got Larson. Bazinga doesn't kill Larson.
So I got someone. This is interesting because this is one of the things I went off of raw speed for. He got the pole last year. I'm going Kyle Busch.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I like that.
That's a dark horse pick.
I like that a lot.
I can see that though.
I'd really like to see Kyle Busch be competitive again. Like, seriously.
I really do think he's going to bounce back at least to an extent next year.
Because I felt like Kyle Busch was going to get a win somewhere, but the super speedway luck would bite him. And I thought, okay, what track do I think he's going to have the best chance to win at outside of that? And it just ended up being Dover.
Yeah. After Dover, we got Indy, which I got Bowman.
Bubba.
I've got Blaney.
Yeah, I got Bubba as well. Bubba winning again.
Baba
I've got someone who's won here on the road course, but not on the oval. Chase Briscoe.
Ooh.
I can. Yeah, I can.
I can kind of see that.
That's his home track, right?
Yeah, as well.
Yep.
Get the home track boost.
Never forget when you wrote Denny Hamlin at the end of the 2021 race.
And then it didn't count.
Yeah,
and we got the AJ win though. So
yeah. Now those two are teammates. Oh boy.
That race was
just
stupid.
We need to thank Chase Briscoe for sort of having a part in the AJ career renaissance.
That was funny.
And saving us from a Denny win there. Sorry, Hamlin fan.
Then he could have won that championship. Just thinking.
Well, although that race was also painful to me because McDowell had like his most brain dead moment in his entire career.
Was that
when
the
he
curve,
just went?
Right?
He went boing over the sausage curb.
Well, didn't everybody die that race?
But no. He didn't. He didn't hit the curb that came up. He went right, just like LaJoy did. But when he came back down, he turned himself into Bubba Wallace and caused another wreck.
That race was just the stupidest thing. That was just so stupid. After Indy, we got Iowa, and I got Byron winning that one.
I got Blaney sweeping again.
I've got Chase winning that one.
So this is the first driver I have who gets his third win that's more realistic, and that's Bell.
Oh, that's true. Bell has been good at Iowa.
That was his best track in Xfinity. He had one of the fastest cars last year.
I was thinking with when he raced, Bell has got a lot of experience. Now, someone else, he's not going to win, but I can see Priest getting a top 10, maybe even a top 5 here.
I can see him being a strong Briscoe race, too.
That's true. Because Bell and Briscoe duked it out in Xfinity back in 2019, I want to say.
Yeah, 2019. And Briscoe in that one.
I can even see this being a strong race for Stenhouse.
At Iowa? Oh, yeah, his nationwide days.
Yeah, he's good. He's done a lot of Iowa, so he's pretty good there. Again, not going to be win worthy, but top 10, maybe top 5.
Look, if he had Carl Edwards behind him to smash his car in the victory lane, then
here comes Edwards right into him.
I don't. If I remember, that wasn't what Carl wanted to do. Carl thought he was going to go down the racetrack with the issue, and he came back, and then Carl's like, "Oh crap!"
Carl Edwards is such a likable guy. I miss him.
Next is Watkins Glen.
I got Chastain winning at the Glen.
I've got a first-time winner, Hocevar.
Carson Hocevar?
Yeah.
Dude.
He ran like
hang on.
second at the end.
I'm actually
going
to change this real quick.
That just was not on my radar.
Yeah, he ran good there last year, and that was one of the.
Do I want
I
that?
thought Spire showed race-winning speed. It was just Busher and SPG had the better cars at the end, but I think this year Hocevar finds a way, whether it's through chaos or on speed alone.
Yeah.
I got the someone ring the dingster. I got AJ Allmendinger.
See, I have AJ, but I'm second guessing it right now. Actually, yeah, I'll stick it. AJ gets 2 wins. This is his last hurrah.
Yeah, this is the last round, definitely.
For AJ?
But I'm gonna say he's gonna have to fight it down to the wire with SVG.
That's gonna be one nice fight.
Something else about this.
Me predicting Hocevar to win does create a controversy in a couple. You'll see what I mean here in a couple of races.
Oh no! So another thing about this race in Spire last year is, I mean, I guess he was kind of close at Sonoma, but Corey LaJoy, right before he's about to get dropped, pulls a top 10 out of his butt right here. It was insane.
That was insane.
Was it there or was it at Darlington?
I think he had 2 top 10s in his last 3 races for Spire.
Because I know he had that one at Darlington.
And then because his best non-super speedway finish ever came at Sonoma, where he finished 11th, and then he had a 7th here, and it was Darlington or one of the other races around it where he also got a top 10, and then it was 2 weeks later where the switch happened.
Yeah.
It's like Corey Corey woke up and smelled his contract leaving him. That it wasn't enough.
I'm just receiving news here that Bill Weber has passed.
Oh, really?
Rest in peace to Bill Weber.
One of the greatest to do it. This is sad.
Oh man.
Pit reporter, right?
No, he was.
Yeah.
He was
He was an awesome
he was
pit reporter.
Yeah, I just remember he was when Davey Allison was good. He was always on the TV. Man, not the news we wanted to hear today, but
Wasn't he a commentator in the mid 2000s?
Yes.
So now the NBC booth is just Wally.
Yeah, that's sad.
man. Now, Richmond, I got
Dude, I was listening to the Benny Parsons tribute song on repeat today.
oh, sad. Richmond was a toss-up between Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski, but I got Keselowski winning it.
I have Denny Hamlin.
Wait, what track are we on?
Richmond.
Richmond. Oh, I got. Yeah.
Truex is punching air right now.
I think the RFK being strong here, I agree. So I've gone with Busher. But I like the Keselowski versus Busch good old-fashioned slug fight, probably.
Just like the glory days.
Yeah.
Oh, we were at the
old days.
Like them two racing each other so hard, but it's all respect between them.
You know, it was like every Xfinity race, or nationwide race, rather. It was just Busch and Keselowski at Richmond.
It's like 10 years ago. It was pure animosity.
The only time that it wasn't done with respect was when Brad Keselowski got up on got on the stage at Bristol and said Kyle Busch is an ass.
No, I'm saying no. It was for further than that. It went into like 2013, 2014. Remember the Kansas incident?
Or the Bristol
yeah.
one. Wasn't there another Bristol one where he just turned him?
Yeah, but I was gonna say like a decade ago, this relationship between these two was all animosity, and now it's like all respect
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they've both grown as people and become sort of the elder statesmen of the sport.
Yeah.
And they're both not afraid to speak their mind.
Yeah. After Richmond, we got Daytona.
That was like, man, that race last year. Let me tell you something, right? I had a bad feeling. I was stressed about school too, but I had a bad feeling, and I knew in my heart of hearts that McDowell was going to do well, perhaps even dominate the race up to a point. But either the less likely option was his engine would just die, and the more likely option was he would get wrecked, and Austin Cindric wrecked him while he was leading. Like I knew.
Me and my dad were watching the end of that and just seeing Kyle Busch leading on the last lap. Man.
It took the Josh Berry flip to get me to come back, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Hamilton? You're like, you come back. Something happened. And I was like, what happened? And I saw like, whoa!
I was on the Twisted Topies, I had everyone muted for a second so me and my dad could watch the end of it, but man.
That was an insane race, though.
So I think I have less than 16 winners at this point. And the ultimate evil gets himself into the playoffs, Joey Logano.
No!
No! Well, I'm at 16 winners, but I mentioned some controversy was going to come up, and here it is. I'm picking a 17th winner. It's going to be Todd Gilliland. He's going to knock Hocevar out of the playoffs.
That wouldn't be controversial. That would be glorious.
I mean, it would just be controversial in the sense that it would knock Hocevar out of the playoffs, even though he won.
Because it would just be on points then, right? For the single win people, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Dang. That'd be a cool scenario.
Yeah, I mean, you get 16 regular season winners before Daytona, and then Todd Gilliland comes in and wins Daytona to be the 17th winner. And he knocks out the lowest seeded driver in the points that's already locked into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be Hocevar at that point. So
yeah, that would check out. But would he be beating Hocevar in points, do you think?
I think he would be, because I think Hocevar will be lower in points than Gilliland.
That's true.
It depends, right? Because here's the thing, right? I think, again, you're going to see front row cars, especially the 34 and the 4, punching above their weight. Not sure about the 38, but I think the front row still hasn't escaped the gremlins. You know,
it just depends on whether. It just depends on if front row takes the bigger jump or if Spire takes the bigger jump.
I think the main thing is if front row can figure out how to make their cars, stop killing themselves.
That's a valid point.
Because I think if you look at like where McDowell was in the points in like 2023, like how he did really well points wise there. I think again 2024 would have been very similar if the Gremlins didn't get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Todd's gonna be consistent. That's my thing.
I think he will be. I think Todd will be the most consistently good driver at FRM, but I think Gregson's going to have the highest peaks.
Yeah, he has the higher ceiling than Gilliland does.
Gregson's going to be Larson style.
And then Zane Smith is going to be the third wheel.
Have I said my Daytona winner yet?
I don't think you have.
I don't think you have.
I got a surprise pick, Justin Haley.
Oh.
Does he go the full distance this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Kurt Busch isn't here to pit the win away.
Yeah.
I'm still mad about that.
If I could name Daytona races in 2019 that arguably should have been won by Kurt Busch, I can name 2 actually. Because if Jimmy got penalized for that Dynaco's all mine, the win would have been Kurt Busch's.
Dynaco's all mine.
Wait, you can. Wait, Pendre, you can name 2, which isn't a lot, but here to happen twice.
I know, right?
All right, do we want to list our playoff people or nah?
Well, let's see. If I go by winners, right? It's Keselowski, Gregson, McDowell, Bell, Bowman, Larson. It's 6. Byron, Gibbs 8, Blaney 9, 10, Chastain 12, Elliott 13, Allmendinger 14, SVG 15. Oh. Hang on a second. Oh, I got 19 winners. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
So while he does that, I'll list off mine. I'm sorry.
I'm just checking through it real quick. So people that won't make it that'll win. Gregson's gonna not make it. Let's see who else. I can't say McDowell since he's got the 3. So,
Single win people.
Single win people. It's kind of fair to him, but I'll say Gibbs and then Briscoe. Those will be the 3 that'll win but won't make it.
2 Gibbs cars?
Wow.
Well,
damn.
Part of it's because 2 of the people that won that are probably weaker have multiple wins due to their specialties.
That's true.
Mine are Briscoe, Larson, Bell, Bowman, Logano, Gilliland, SVG, Bush, Busher, Hamlin, Chastain, Reddick, Byron, Gibbs, Elliott, Blaney, and I said Bell and Larson already, I think, but and host of our wins but doesn't make it.
I completely forgot. No, keep going.
I have all of Hendrick, all of Gibbs, both RFK cars, Logano, Blaney, Chastain, Shane, Kyle.
Hamlin fan, what you got?
I completely forgot my list, but I'm gonna just mention the wild cards, which I think are the ones that will make it to the playoffs. The ones that I think will make it to the playoffs then aren't obvious. Justin Haley, Noah Gragson, I think he's gonna make it. AJ, SVG, Bubba, Todd.
So wait a minute. You have Gregson making it on points.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if it came true.
I think he can lock his way in.
Maybe.
Knowing the guy.
So
you know how Briscoe just got shafted? Well, he's mad. So what's the first race again? What's the track?
Darlington.
Briscoe wins the Southern 500 yet again.
I got Larson.
I've got Larson.
Same. Larson.
I got Red.
At Gateway, Devil Magic strikes again. Joey Logano.
Yeah, I can see that, Joey. I'm picking Joey as well.
I'm picking Bell for that one.
This is one of mine that's a shot in the dark because I think he's pretty good at this track. Carson Hocevar.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I can
can
see that. Remember his debut where he outran Corey LaJoy, even though LaJoy was in the Hendrick 9?
Although, to be fair to LaJoy in that specific race, I think the 9 car was having as much as electrical issues as the track was.
Yeah, that's probably true. But still, yeah, it was still just crazy to see Hocevar run as good as he did before his brakes failed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then after Gateway, we have Bristol night race, which that's Elliott's race to lose at this point. He's finished second on that race so many times.
We got Ty Gibbs getting win number 2 in this one.
Ooh.
I think Kyle Busch finally does it in this one.
Ooh.
I think somebody's learned their lesson from last year, and even though it's the 3rd race of the round, he's not messing around. Kyle Larson.
That's valid. Out in the round.
That was probably the most boring Bristol end to was the night race last year.
Yeah.
Because Larson just stomped the whole field, and the only reason I was intrigued to stay in Philly was because Chase got to second, and I thought he could run Larson down possibly.
Yeah. That is what
Murphy
it is.
just got one more caution.
So out in the round of 16, I have Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs, Shane, and Briscoe.
I'm not going to do that because I didn't do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
you're
not gonna
good,
do
you're
that
good, you're
because
good.
I don't know who's who. I don't know who's
I've
on
got
the
mine, so I'll just list them. SVG, Gilman, Logano, and Bowman.
So for round 2, the first race is New Hampshire. Is there anybody but Christopher Bell you can pick for that race?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, really? Huh.
I've gone crazy for this one. I thought everyone's going to say Bell. You know, yes, he's the obvious choice, but you know what? I think it's finally time somebody else beat him. But someone who can beat Bell on his own level at this racetrack. There is only one man who is capable of such a feat, and that man is Ryan Preece.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
I could see it because he has the modified experience at New Hampshire, and
that's true.
That is his bread and butter.
That is true.
I just think Blaney, it's becoming like Bristol for him. It's one of the tracks that he's so good at, but he's just not won at yet.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I was going back and forth between Blaney and Bell winning either Gateway or Loudon. I chose Bell to win Gateway and Blaney to win Loudon.
After Hampshire, we got Kansas, which I got Reddick winning that one. It was a toss up between him and Hamlin.
Larson.
Wait, what track again?
Kansas.
Yeah, I can see Hamlin winning this one.
I've got Byron here.
And for his swan song win, I have AJ Allmendinger winning the Roval one last time.
I've got SVG winning that one.
I got SVG as well.
For me, it's time for the king to reclaim his Roval crown, Chase Elliott.
Oh.
I love that.
Respect. So for me, out in the round of 12 is going to be, let me pull it up, Logano, Bowman, Chastain, and Blaney.
Out for me is Hamlin, Busher, Busch, and Briscoe.
I can actually probably tell you who's left for me. So 3 of the 4 Hendrick boys, Larson, Byron, and Elliott. SVG escaped the first round, barely, and he did it really well at the Roval, so he gets in. Bell is still in, Hamlin's still in, and then the last 2 spots are Blaney and who should be the last spot?
Did you say Reddick yet?
Reddick's not in the playoffs.
Oh.
I didn't have Reddick winning in the regular season, and since we had so many winners, now is Reddick doing good in the points? Yes, he's probably actually would be top 16 in points with a traditional format. He's just not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So for the last car, probably, I'll say Busher.
Nice. After that is Vegas, which I got Bell
Vegas.
avenging that one.
Yeah, I've got
Anyways,
Bell too for that one.
I got a recently eliminated Joey Logano in this one.
Even odd year is not part of the curse.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna change this real quick. Because I see almost everyone else having this guy winning, but no, he's just overhyped. So I'll just put Larson. Previously, the guy I had was not Reddick. Sorry. Previously, the guy I had was Cindric.
And for Talladega, which is the
That's so dumb. Why is Talladega there? That's so dumb.
I hate this so much as
in
well.
the round of 8 is the stupidest thing in the world, which is why I have Noah Gragson winning it.
Dre said Cindric. I'm going to go with Cindric for Talladega.
No. I had Cindric for Vegas.
Well, I know, but you
and then I
Cindric,
changed
that's why I said that.
So, I've mentioned a certain driver didn't make the playoffs. Well, here, Reddick finally wins.
Will he get 17th in points?
What?
Will he get 17th in points?
I mean, I guess no. Well, yeah, actually, he'll beat all the other drivers who didn't make. Actually, no. You get 18th. He'll get beat by Briscoe.
I got Bill Blaney.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And now we have Martinsville, which it's Elliott's time to shine.
I agree. I've got Chase here too.
I got a in the cusp of elimination, William Byron.
Oh.
I'm gonna go against the grain. Someone who's not still in the playoffs here, right? Mm-hmm. I think someone will just say, "Listen, last year was a crapshoot, but this is my track. Doesn't matter how long it's been since I've won here." And what could be his final win, Brad Keselowski.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I do have Keselowski going winless this year.
Oh.
Big.
I think it'll be feast. I think it'll be feast or famine.
Big sad bad Brad.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him get. I'd like to see him get one win at one of the plate tracks. I just don't think it's going to happen this year. I kind of think RFK is going to have more of a down year, except for Buescher winning Sonoma.
Yeah. So out in the round of 8, I have Keselowski, Buescher, the bad day for RFK, Byron, as well as Hamlin. My final 4 are going to be Larson, Elliott, Reddick, and Bell.
My final 4 is Blaney, Bell, Larson, and Elliott.
My final 4 is almost the exact same. It's just replace Chase Elliott with William Byron.
It could be either or.
Blaney.
I could see either happening.
Mine says Blaney, Byron, Reddick, and who's the wild card? I was gonna say Briscoe, but that's too risky. Yeah, no way Small's doing that. Fuck it, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin.
So for Phoenix, I have Keselowski winning the race, but I have Larson winning the championship.
You know what's crazy about that?
What's
I've
that?
got Larson winning the championship, but Busher winning the race.
Great minds think alike, my friend.
Yes.
I'm gonna spoil my championship pick here. I think Bell wins the race and the title.
I got Byron winning the race and the title.
It just feels like it's Bell's year this year. He took a big jump in speed last year, and
Yeah.
I think he's going to become the top driver at JGR this year.
You know
with
what?
the title.
Even though I had Larson as winning the title, I actually also had the thought of if any of my championship 4 was going to win the title by winning the race, it would be Byron.
That's true.
Byron is getting to that point where he's becoming a regular threat for the title.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to win one someday soon.
Like, I feel like Byron and Bell, they're not like Martin or Edwards tier yet, but they're approaching Hamlin tier of best drivers never to win the title.
Yeah, I would say Bell is kind of. He's not really been there for as long as Byron has, but Byron is entering that territory, though.
Byron started in 18.
Bell started in 20, I think.
Yeah.
2020. He's only been at JGR for. This will be what, his 5th year at JGR?
Yeah. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, like,
it's getting about time for him.
In terms of drivers who haven't won the title, I'd put them above the likes of like Newman and McMurray and other pretty decent drivers like that. I'd say to equate it right now, I'd say Byron is on like a young Denny Hamlin tier, and then Bell's like Jeff Burton.
Yeah, I can see that.
What'd you say, Timmy? You're kind of distant and muffled.
Cousin Jeff.
Oh.
Cousin Jeff.
Yeah. But yeah, was there any closing thoughts that anyone's got?
You cut out.
Did anyone have any like closing thoughts or anything?
Does anyone want to just say like Trucker Xfinity champion predictions?
Who's even driving it? Oh,
Johnny Sauter
Zilich
comes back and wins.
Zilich and Raja.
So let's see, for Xfinity, I have the funny. I've got Sheldon Creed.
Can he?
And then for trucks,
actually, Creed finally breaks through.
I actually do have Creed winning. I have Creed winning Watkins Glen, and I'll give my reason. Last year during Watkins Glen, he was the only driver other than Zilich to not lose his like mind at the end of the race, and like, you know, he was actually driving sensibly.
Yeah, that whole race.
And then trucks. I debated it. And this may sound silly, but I mean this in complete sincerity. Lane Riggs.
Oh,
I can see that.
That'd be cool.
I can see that.
I think Heim's going to win it, but I can definitely see Lane.
So my championship 4, my championship 4 was it'd be Lane Riggs, Daniel Hemrick, Corey Heim, in either Ben Rhodes or Ty Majeski.
I'd put Chandler Smith in there. He's in the 34.
I thought Smith was in Xfinity.
Oh, he moved to trucks for this year.
We haven't seen Front Row run 2 trucks full time, so I'm kind of doubting how well they're going to do with that. But I do have Smith winning at least one race. Actually, I'm winning 2 races.
I'll tell you, a rookie in the truck series I think is going to do really well is actually Caden Honeycutt. I think he's going to win a couple races this year, honestly.
In trucks?
Yeah.
Huh. Wasn't he like 20th all year?
No, last year when he drove the 45, he got I think 2nd or 3rd at Charlotte, and he was in contention at Nashville before. I don't know if he wrecked or if there was mechanical failure or what, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't watched a full truck race in a while.
Oh, they're stupid. They're going to be stupid again next year too, but I think they're still a lot of fun to watch, though. There's good entertainment.
I guess while we're here, do you guys have an IndyCar champion prediction?
Is Alexander Rossi
Scotty
still in
D.
IndyCar?
Scotty D.
Rossi is still there, yeah.
And I'm picking him.
I've
got Scotty back.
I got the son of Dick. Scotty D.
I'm going with my homeboy, Joseph Newgarden.
Yeah, I can see Newgarden winning as well.
I think Pato wins the Indy 500 too.
Mm-hmm.
Is Colton Herta still relevant?
Colton Herta, he needs a top 5 this year in points. He absolutely needs it to get that F1 super license.
Well,
yeah.
At this point, he's done nothing in the past 3 years. So will he be even? Would a team even hire him for F1?
Yeah, Cadillac wants him as their driver. Like, he is their number 1 choice right now. But he needs the super license points of finishing 5th or better in IndyCar this upcoming season.
Does the NASCAR championship have any super license points? So they could try.
It does actually. So something funny here. If Joey Logano was to win the championship this year, he would actually qualify for an F1 super license.
Good God.
The thing
Imagine
is,
Joey Logano in F1.
The Cup Series gives out very few points and it drops off really fast. I think Blaney would come close if he won the title, but he wouldn't get there. Xfinity also gives a few points. Trucks gives no points.
And one more thing, I didn't mention my Xfinity champion, but I think it'll be Zilich though.
I think Zilich is really great, and I think he's going to do really well. But I don't know if he'll be able to tough it out with that level of competition for a full season to win.
Rookie class is stacked. You've got him, Quaffle, Sawalich, Gray. It's going to be a really fun season at Xfinity.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of question marks with Taylor Gray. Like, he can run really well, but he's won like 1 truck race.
Has he even won a truck race?
I think he has got 1 truck win at Bristol.
I didn't think he won a truck race. But I think that it's going to be. I think there's less question marks around him than there are around Sawalich, honestly, because Sawalich really hasn't impressed me a whole lot.
Unlike Zilich, Sawalich, he was kind of middling in all of his truck starts. He wasn't terrible or anything, but he's kind of about where you would expect.
He didn't do that much in his. He didn't do a whole lot in his Xfinity starts either last year, I don't think.
I mean, he's kind of where you would expect someone who's just getting their feet wet in that level of equipment to do.
Yeah, that's true. I think Gray is somewhat underrated, just a little bit. But I think that Sawalich, as a prospect at least, has been kind of overrated.
It's hard to believe Gray is at this level when it started with him getting suspended from Trucks and ARCA for driving a Kentucky Motor Speedway with his phone at 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, remember that?
That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
Wait, was it Kentucky or was it Daytona?
It was Kentucky.
Oh,
it was a test.
Kentucky. I don't remember. Yeah, he was literally texting while driving in the ARCA.
Yeah.
The ARCA car.
ARCA brakes!
There's one more series I have that predicted the champion for. And it might be, I think it might be Copium.
Let's hear it.
For Formula One, Forza Ferrari, Charles Leclerc.
Lando.
Lando.
What, the championship or?
Championship.
I think you guys are still way too hopeful. I think either Verstappen or maybe hopefully Leclerc, but I think Verstappen still.
I don't know. I don't know because we're gonna. I mean, Verstappen is just an insanely other level of driver. It's
Yeah.
up to Red Bull without Newey to give him a good enough car,
Yeah.
or the FIA to punish Max for swearing. I guess.
Yeah. That too. I didn't even think of
Can
that.
we briefly talk about this new FIA rule?
What is that?
The FIA has this new rule that's even more tyrannical than actions detrimental to stock car racing.
Oh.
Basically, the FIA is like a multi-tiered penalty system for three things on the radio: swearing, unsportsmanlike conduct, and criticizing the FIA.
That's some bullshit.
Oh my god. That's seriously a rule?
Yeah,
Yep,
just been implemented.
yep.
How dumb is that?
I know, and the way it's worded, it seems like, again, more tyrannical than actions detrimental to stock car racing.
I can't even believe they're penalizing them for cursing on the radio. Like, not in my Christian racing series.
Not in my
Not in my Mustang
not in
racing
my
series.
not in my halal racing series.
All right, guys,
Not in
let's
my
give-
racing series, yeah.
That's what it is.
Let's give Kurt Busch an F1 seat real quick.
2012 Kurt Busch.
They want you to drop further to the back.
And then we're gonna make Steve Barkdahl his race engineer just for the whole thing. Hey, buddy, let's calm down, get some points here.
He's like, "Ah!"
I think the funniest bit for Kurt actually was when he was like, is the crew chief still there or did he leave? After
There's
one
a-
of his rants.
How about there's a black cloud over my head all the time?
Mine's all right. Kick your feet up.
Yeah, that's what Martin's gonna do, I think, wasn't it?
It's all for TV, people. We're all
It's all
here
for
for the show.
TV people. Or how about, this is not when he was at the 51 car, but cautions out for debris. WWE.
Stone
And
Cold.
we could-
Was it
Oh, yeah,
him or
remember,
Kyle who said,
my favorite
It's-
one, another one of my favorite ones was we're on the back straightaway, Evan Einstein. Remember that one? That was after
Yeah.
the pit road debacle at Loudon, I think.
I don't remember if it was Kurt or Kyle who said this one, but it's the fast who get paid and it's the fast who get, well, you know.
It was Kurt, I think, that said
All
that
right,
actually.
so I just got a storage warning on my laptop. So,
It's probably
Ooh.
over.
no, we still.
Anyway, Kurt Busch for Race of Champions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kurt Busch for racing champions. He's probably not gonna win, but he's gonna be cool as fuck.
He's going to be winning in our hearts.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for coming on today. It was truly a blast. We'll get that technical issue fixed. I'll clip those videos together, and then we will be all good. And then this video should be coming up maybe Thursday or Friday before the Clash. And to all of you guys watching, I just wanted to thank you guys for sticking around. And did you guys have anything else to say?
Let's hope for a good year.
Yeah.
Pendre, say
Yeah.
something philosophical.
Something philosophical. If you ever do that again, you will no longer work for RCR.
Thanks, guys.